Okay, so now I'm on to the ear. And for the ear, I've just gone in and I put in another image in here. Let's hide those. Oh, this one here, let's just quickly add selected objects. Okay, great. Now this one, see, I'm just going to hold down J. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, you bastard. There. And I'm just going to go into Mesh Display, hit Reverse. And I'm only going to use this for a little while, so I'm just going to move this. And yeah, I could position it and make it better, but really what I want to do is I just want that information about what the hell that ear looks like. I can chop out all the rest. This is, it's just a fairly good shot because it's almost right sideways. Okay, and what I do is I'm going to get the Create Polygon tool, put it over here so you can kind of see what's going on. And I'm going to start to draw out the shape here, like that. I'll hit Enter. Okay, I typically always kind of do this. This is kind of like this here, I'm going to have a series of faces that go down. I'll follow this ridge here, and I'm going to have them go around the outside. So if I go and use the append now, I can append around the outside of my ear. And remember, this one here, you can get away with just kind of making a general shape. You don't have to go as far as I'm going. I'm kind of going into the realistic realm of ears. All the ears are more alike than they are different. They all kind of follow with some kind of shape like this around the outside. And I'm kind of looking and I'm thinking about where that edge is going to follow right through there already. Okay. And then I go over here. And just hitting G to repeat the last tool command. And it's hard to see how I feel about this area here. Oh, backspace, backspace. And I'll hit G. Okay, and here. Great, and maybe I'll pop from here to here. So I got the outside shape traced, and that's huge. Okay, just figuring that out. And then I go over here and I'll kind of do something like this, and I'll hit G. I'm not going to finish this part off yet. I'm just going to leave that hanging. Go here, and I can place something like that. Later on, I'm going to close that gap up. I'll do that after I kind of figure out a few more things. And, okay, I wasn't totally paying attention right there. Click on that edge, click on that edge, click on that edge. I'm hitting G, and I'm going in and I'm trying to do everything counterclockwise. And here I'm starting to hit an issue here. I might have to go in and clean this up. I'm just kind of following the natural contours of the ear. And I'm just going to go and tweak something that's driving me kind of crazy here. What did I do? I did that. I should have split this off this way. And down in here, if I just go and get the multi-cut tool, I can kind of, come on. There. And I'll go down this way a little bit, and then maybe it will stop, and if I hold down Control, I can insert an edge loop. And now you can kind of see I can kind of split this area off. This kind of goes into a little section where there's a Y, and actually you can see my image is kind of fading out. When I zoom in, it starts to blur. It doesn't look very good. I'm going to go and get the Append Polygon tool. Again, I'm already thinking about how that's going to line up there. G. And how it's going to line up over here as well. I'll leave that about there. And I'll come back to those shortly. If I pop something here, here. And I don't think people are going to look too closely at what I'm doing. Okay. Let's call this good for a moment. Okay, I'm just going to go and center me pivots. I'll pull this out. Here, let's just take a look at it in front view. Pull it out. And in the front view, I'll just hit 6. Oh, I guess I got this stuff hidden, so let's bring this back. And, okay, it looks like this ear, the reference that I put it in a bit low. But in reality, I've got pretty much everything I need from this. Okay, there's a little bit of ridge. I can kind of line this up right there, over this way. Maybe I'll just rotate it a little bit. Okay, and then I've just got to fill areas in. Okay, can fill in more areas. Again, I don't need this picture anymore. I'm just gonna, let's hide it. And looks like I put it in the wrong spot. Okay, these aren't lining up very well. I'll just pretend that they do. Okay, and let's go back here and I'll hit F and I'll frame it. So things to remember at this point, if I grab these two faces here, I'm just going to push those back a little bit because that usually recedes. This area here kind of goes in and recedes as well. This edge here, probably deselect those two and I'll just push this in a bit. Okay. Push this in a little bit more. Okay, great. And I can do this a couple different ways. Oh, let's just hold on a second. These ones here should probably go back a little bit too. Whoop. Okay, great. And I'll come in and I'll append. Okay, so I'm going to append from here to here. I'll hit G, repeat the last tool command. I think these ones will look pretty good. I hope so. And again, look at your own ear. That's hard to do without a mirror. Or just stare at people on the bus. Don't forget, staring people on the bus is good. Okay, and I'm going to go and grab the append again. Maybe I'll append this section, so it's kind of little, kind of like a little ramp down to the ear, and then it continues on over here, and I'll just hit G. Oops. Okay, everything's okay. I can append them. I can also go into these areas too. Just grab an edge and I'll hit Mesh, Fill Hole. Remember, you can do that with any component. And I might get the multi-cut tool, multi-cut myself here. There's a triangle here. But then I can do something like this from here to here, and later on I can match those up a little bit more evenly. I'm just going to switch. And I just kind of dice this up. The occasional triangle in this area is not a big deal. Okay, I'm just going in and appending. Here, this area looks like it's going to cause me some trouble. Enter. Okay, actually these are all going to be fine. And if I go in here and I grab an edge, whoop, and I hit Mesh, Fill Hole. Okay, do the same thing over here and here. Just fill up all these holes, and I kind of know that there's n-gons in here, so I got to come back and clean them up. Get my multi-cut tool, and I can spot this one. That one's an easy one. This one here kind of goes to here, and there's a little n-gon. I could make that into a triangle if I wanted to, or I can just kind of go across and see that's good. Actually, you know what? I'm going to undo that one because I kind of see something else. As I'm doing this, I kind of see that that might look good. Okay. I'm just going to switch to my move tool. This area here, I keep feeling like I'm doing a lot of little noodling bits. And this is kind of hard to follow. Oh, wrong one. Delete edge. Right. Okay, get rid of that edge. Okay, I see it now. Doop, doop, doop. Boop. There, all in quads. Okay, and I can grab my move tool, and maybe I'll just hit 3 to kind of see what this looks like. And as I push this up, push this one back this way a little bit, you get a better idea how this is all going to look. Okay, let's hit 1. And multi-cut again. Trying to make quads as I go as often as I can in here, even though this area doesn't deform. Let's just go this way. Maybe I'll take that one, I'll go there. again, hit 3 and kind of see how that fits, and that looks good. And what is it now? I'm down in here. Oh, this is the hard part. Just kind of as you come in here, you got to do a little bit of fearless modeling, figure out how this looks. And as we're going into this inner part of the ear here, I might just grab this whole face and hit extrude. And I'll push that in a bit, maybe scale it down a bit. Okay, and then I'll go and get my multi-cut tool, and this is going to really piss some people off because I just did it and it worked out really, really simple, and I'm all in quads. And I might also make that hole to the brain. I'm just going to grab a few faces right in this area, and if I hit extrude, push this in a bit, scale it down a bit, and I'm going to extrude it again. There we go. And if I hit 3, how does that look? Looks like I made a hole to the brain. Okay, there's my predominant ear shape done. Then what I want to do is fit it onto the side of the head. If I go in here and I grab the edges on the whole outside, I'm just going to deselect where it blends in. So it blends in kind of this upper area. So I'm going to deselect that. And her ear is right down here. There. So that area is going to blend to the side of the head. I'm going to hit E and I'm going to extrude. I'll push this back. So extrude a little bit. I'm just going to go and hit G and repeat the last tool command. Maybe I'll switch that to the scale tool, scale it down a bit, grab the move tool, move it over, and let's rotate her a little bit. Okay, and there's the back of the ear. And then I do this one other little extra move here where I go in and I extrude again, and let's just scale it out. Okay, because this makes it easier to match up to the side of the head. Okay, and there we go. And maybe I'll just kind of rotate her a bit this way too. There we go. And now that's easier to match up to the cranium. And anything else I want to elaborate on this? The other thing I might do here is let's go in and grab, say, a vertice, grab the move tool, and I'll look at this from the front view. And you can see the ear doesn't quite match up, so I'll just take this and pull this over a little bit. And if I grab, say, that one, I hit the soft selection, whoop, I can kind of go in and make it more organic looking. And say this part down in here, great. Okay, and as soon as I start to do stuff like this, it starts to look organic and not like some kind of weird cardboard cutout that's stuck to the side of the head. And it looks like that went back this way a little bit because I was smoking crack. There we go, and that looks fine. I'm just going to hit 1, and I, for a second, I should save. After you get this done, I felt like I just crashed. There's a weird thing where my computer crashes when it does. I'm stuck just floating around this window. Save scene as number 5. Ear. Underscore ear. Continue. Okay, and what are we at? 13 minutes. I'm just going to stop this right here, and I'll make another video.